Hello students, today we are going to teach new lesson of EVS 1, interrelationship between living things. First we will see riddle. An age-old tree with a thick strong trunk gives deep dark shade from the scorching sun, like an old man's beard with many strands. It has ropes for swinging from every branch. Can you guess which tree is it? Student, you can see in this picture. Which tree is it? Yes, correct. It is banyan tree. What is interrelationship? The way in which two or more things are connected with each other is called an interrelationship. Plants in our surroundings are useful to us in different ways. You can see in this picture many plants are there. Now their names: betel vine, flame of the forest means pears, curry leaf, fenugreek means methi, vasaka means adusa. These plants are very useful and medicinal also. Food, air, water, clothes, shelter, these are the basic needs. The needs of all living things are made in their environment. Food we get from plants and animals. Air we get from our environment. Water we get from rains, rivers, lake, etc. Clothes we get from plants and animals. Shelter, resources available from plants and animals too in some places. Students, in your textbook, give an experiment. Let's see that experiment. Take two small boxes, label them box 1 and box 2. Fill them 3/4 with soil. Make the soil moist enough to sow seeds. Sow two sprouted mote means matki seeds in each box. Give 2 spoons of water to the soil of box 1 only once every day. Give 4 spoons of water to other box 4 times a day. Do this for 6 days. What will you see? The plants in box 1 are growing well, but the plants in box 2 have begun to rot. What does this tell us? Plants that are not aquatic plants cannot grow in marshy areas. If they get more water than they need, they rot. Student, you can see in this picture, animals and plants is there. The needs of different living things are different. See the first picture. A fish can breathe in water, but can a pigeon do that? No, it is not possible. See the second picture. A sheep eats the leaves of shrubs. Can a tiger do the same? No, it is not possible. Bulrushes means aquatic plants grow in water like lotus. Can a lemon tree do so? No, it is not possible. Fulfillment of needs. What is fulfillment of needs? Living things adopt themselves, that is, they survive or grow in those areas where all their needs are fulfilled. The basic needs of all living things is the same, like food, air, water, clothes, shelter. These are the basic needs. Any type of living things are found in areas where all their needs are fulfilled. Let's take the example of tiger. A tiger has stripes. A tiger lies in wait for its prey among tall grasses. Its prey cannot see in the grass because of the stripes. There are animals like the deer, the nilgai in the grassland. When the tiger is hungry, it can feed on them. For a tiger, there also needs to be a water hole nearby which never dries up even in the summer. There must also be dense vegetation tall grasses or caves in hills or mountains in the area so that the tiger can find shelter. A tiger inhabits an area where all these things are available. See the picture of Nilgai and Bisin. How animals are our friend. We get milk, egg, meat from animals. Aquatic animals like fish, prawns, etc. are also used as foodstuff. The skin of dead animals are tanned to get leather. We get wool from sheep. We get honey from honeybees. It is a good food and also has medicinal values. Animals are used for carrying burdens and drawing carts. Bullocks also help the farmers with heavy work in fields. We also keep animals with us as our pets. Excreta of domestic cattle is useful for making manure or fuel. In village, dung cakes are used as fuel. A combustible gas called gobar gas is also prepared from cattle dung. You can see in this picture cattle dung serve as good manure for crops. So everyone loves and cares for animals. Now let's see what is the arboreal animals. Arboreal animals, the word comes from the Latin word arbor, which means trees. Arboreal means living in trees. You can see in this picture many animals are there. So those are living in trees. They are arboreal. We get flowers from plants. Cotton wool plants are useful to make cotton clothes. We get vegetables from plants. You can see in this picture many vegetables are there. We spray pesticides to plants if they are attacked by insects. Trees are our best friends, so that's why everyone save trees. Living things get their food from environment. An egret rides on a buffalo's back. When a buffalo is grazing in a grassy area, you are very likely to see an egret riding on its back. What could be the reason for that? A certain kind of egret feeds on different kinds of insects. Grass is full of all kinds of insects, but because they are hidden in the grass, the egret cannot see them and catch them. So, as the buffalo treads on the grass, it frightens the insect which fly out of the grass. The egret on the buffalo's back makes no mistake, is swooping down to catch and eat them up. We have 3 seasons: rainy season, summer season and winter season. Pangar, the season after summer when leaves fall from trees. This season comes after summer and before winter. In rainy season, we use umbrella, gloves, gumboots and raincoats also. In winter season, you can see in this picture, in winter season we use woolen clothes. All types of woolen clothes you can see in this picture. In summer season, that fruits available in market like watermelon, guava, papaya, strawberry, grapes, raspberries. These fruits are available. Mango also available in the market in summer season. Lychee, cherries, pomegranate, peach, jamun. These fruits are available in the rainy season and we should have it. Summary: animals as well as plants help the human beings in plenty of ways. We should love and take care of animals. Animals and plants are interdependent on each other. I hope everyone understood this lesson.